It's your boy B-Hill, BraveHEartEnt Entertainment. We back at it again. And man, I'm in here in BookZo's with my man Riv, Chino Bxnds, and Zo. Damn. Nah, but yo, how y'all feeling? How y'all living? Y'all good?
Good.
Shit, good. Blunts and bottles going around like crazy. It's an official party. Nah, but you know, we're gonna spend a lot of time in this interview talking about each one of them, but Chino is one of the most important ones because he all around with it. But you can't mention Chino and his music and where he came in his career without Zo and Rive.
No doubt.
And when me and you sat down with J-Lod, you spoke about Zo a little bit. So talk about that and how this collaboration and kind of family shit came together, because this studio is family, bro.
Hell yeah, that's right. You're not gonna find a studio on the East Coast, in my opinion, like this one.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even in the country, to be honest. But basically, I'm gonna get right into it. You know what I'm saying? I started recording sessions, booking sessions at Zo's back in 2021. It was January 1st. I had just gotten done recording a session somewhere in Clifton. At a studio my boy had put me on to, and I've been there like a couple times before. I liked the space of it and how it looked and everything. Like it was a lot of just room and shit like that. So it was cool type shit. I was able to bring the homies because I like going to the studio by myself, but I also like the energy I surround myself with while I'm recording type shit. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I was making music with a bunch of my homies. Shout out Nexus, you know what I'm saying? So he in there recording the session. Fucking
he in there right now.
Yeah, he in there right now. Fucking, but yeah, like it was me, Shree, my boy Boom, Trails, and I think it was someone else. It was someone else that was with us. We had just left the fucking session in Clifton. And I'm like leaving. I'm like listening to the songs. I'm like, bro, like I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't like.
That's every rapper.
Yeah. I'm like, I thought about it in the sense though too. I was like, I didn't like how I came, and I feel like the engineer didn't really do too much throughout the thing anyway type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't really give me too much feedback, any pointers, you know what I'm saying? Like, not that it's always needed for an artist, but someone that I guess wants to take not everybody's opinion, but obviously make the engineer's opinion, you know what I'm saying, on how to go about the track. Like, I feel like the engineer should do that. But yeah, like it was just like, it wasn't the best session.
It's kind of like I scratch your back, you scratch my back type of thing.
Type shit. We're gonna keep it real with me. Like, if this shit is not it, like, if it's not it, or if you think like, I don't know, like the energy's off, or I'm not coming a certain way and I could do it a different way, tell me, you know what I'm saying? Because at that point I'm just kind of bullshitting and wasting my time, and you kind of gassing my head up.
I think that's super important at first too.
Yeah.
Like you need someone to tell you like, this is good, this is okay, this is kind of bad. Like
you could do a little better, because like they're y'all clients at the end of the day.
Yeah.
If you want a client to come back, you're not gonna sit there and bullshit with him, send him home with a verse that he thinks is super hard. He brings it to the block and his voice like
sound crazy. It's like, it's like
at the end of the day,
and they say your name, you're like,
that's what I'm saying. At the end of the day, clients mainly care about, like you can say clients care about the boom or the space or whatever. They like to feel like they're growing. You know what I'm saying? Like if they feel like they're getting better every session they book with you, that's what they like. Mm-hmm. Everything else is fluff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
best thing to do is to make them feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Once they feel comfortable.
But that's what I'm saying. Like every stew for the most part is decently comfortable. You know what I'm
talking about like
spiritually. That's more like what I'm saying.
You can't be sitting at the boards bullshit and have to sleep.
Like I have to make you feel comfortable when you come in to work with me in order for me to get the best product. I gotta make you believe in me before
because you're one of the main engineers at BookZo's, right?
No.
I would say that. I was being humble. I would say that. I would 100% say that.
I've just been all over. You know what I mean? Anywhere I went, it's just.
That's what you see.
It's just the way that I come off reflects on the product that they're gonna be able to give me. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm on my phone the whole time, or if I ain't saying shit, I'm just like, you want to double that, yo, in and out, ad-libs, and I'm just getting them in and out there. It's like they said, we can't help them grow as artists. Plus, it's they're not gonna feel comfortable letting the shit out because you know, thinking I'm into it. You know what I mean? Like, my main thing is I try to stay off my phone and give the like
full
feedback,
attention.
Like full attention.
Full experience.
Yo, if I don't like if I don't like it, my main thing is if you gotta ask me to play it back, then we gotta do it again. If you're not confident in the take that you just gave me, you know what I'm saying?
Let me just say this too. I think that there's things that are more about the message and shit like that than like what you actually do. Like I'll use a very simple example. Putting the mic up or down for the artist is big. Because like while you look at it, oh, he knows how to move it, that he can just move it. It's the experience of you coming in, making sure the shit is good for it. It's showing that effort that like, okay, bro, we're gonna get this right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people need to see that or they lose faith. You know what I'm saying? No one's gonna trust you for no reason.
That should make you feel like you're in a real like you in fucking quad studio or some shit, bro.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they're not gonna let you touch your $2,000 money.
Word up. Like the environment is very important to not even the artist, to the engineer, the owner of the studio, and everything. They don't understand. This doesn't even just reflect on one person. It can reflect on everybody. He gives a shit session. Now they bashing Zo over here. Zo sitting there like, bro, I just woke up. What the fuck? Why y'all bashing me?
Bro, and honestly, you summarize my life so perfectly. I get woken up out of my sleep all the time, and to me, I don't really care about a lot of things as far as like, I'll fix things, I'll make sure shit is good, and that's it. But like, there's one thing I hold very near and dear to me. It is my sleep. There's one,
shit too, yo.
Bro, honestly, I like, yo,
the best thing.
I have someone wake me up to go talk to the landlord, and after I talk to him or whatever, you know, we figure out a little problem solution type situation. I'll come up and I'll be tight of whoever wake me up because I'll be like, yo, bro, next time tell that nigga I'm not here, bro. Like, I'm asleep, bro. Like, come on, I ain't here right now.
So, still speaking about these engineers, Chino, as an artist, how hard is it for you to know who you want, not even who you want to work with, but how hard is it for you to be like, you know what, I trust this engineer, I fuck with him, we got that connection, we can make some shit really fucking happen?
You know what it is? It ties in back to like what I was saying before. It's the honesty and the rawness. I was off hella drugs at the time. I'm gonna keep it a stack. I was just abusing drug after drug, experiencing with new drugs, trying to find a different high. When I came in to do that session, my first session, I started doing how I normally do it. Stay low, stop. Mind you, this is the first time I'm meeting him. And he's young.
That dude Stalo, right?
Yeah, and he's younger than me.
I heard
he's one of my interns. Yeah, he's
for real?
Yeah.
He seemed like a cool ass dude too.
I still consider him part of the family 100%. He, you know, I'm not gonna put his business, but he, you know, he had a kid, so he's, you know, doing other stuff right now. But he's the GOAT, bro. I love him to death.
Hell yeah, bro.
So how was that session with you and him?
Honestly, I don't even remember if I made a song like that I still bump just because of like how I came on it, but I can stand on the fact that it came out way better than initially would have at any other studio, because Stay Low stopped me. He pressed the pause button. He's like, yo, say this shit like you fucking mean it, bro. And he's like, come on, like, go crazy. He's like, I see it in you. He's like, so like, why you holding back? And I just like, I looked at him, I was like, this is the first fucking time. And anytime I've recorded a song with anybody, that somebody has not bullshitted me or had a thought in their mind and not said it. If you got a thought, speak it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because that's for sure what the fuck I do when I engineer people. You know what I'm saying? And that's not solely based on what he did, but definitely what he did had an impact on it. And just from that day on, I was like, bro, I knew, I had a feeling, you know what I'm saying? I was like, this is the fucking place. I was like, so I guess to answer that question, it's like, I know it's not that hard for me to, I guess, figure out who I want to work with, because as long as you're just keeping it raw and real, speaking your mind, and putting as much of creative input as possible, like, I'm all in. And if I see it too, it's all about, like, I feel like I could read energy pretty well. So if I see some shit, I'm gonna roll with it until you show me or give me a reason not to. Yeah. You know?
So now, how the fuck do you meet up with all these Passaic County people being from Morristown?
Bro,
like music shit or just like, because like
that's a great question.
Because
how do you do
that? No, but I'm saying like if you look at Jersey, if you look at Jersey rappers, Newark sticks with Newark. Yeah. Patterson sticks with Patterson. Passaic don't even fuck with Patterson. So like you being from out the way, like coming in their space, working with them, that's got to be challenging at some points.
Yeah, it definitely is. I can say for one thing, every city, like Loki's name has a different style and has their own like swag to it, and that's one thing I love about Jersey, and I feel like people don't appreciate enough about it. You know what I'm saying? Jersey, it's like, fuck what city you from, bro. This is as a state, we're underrated as fuck. So stop like trying to be like this part of Jersey like that, this part of Jersey like that. You know what I mean? Like it's a whole thing. But I guess how to answer that, it's also shit like it's almost like a.
Chino's just lit.
Yeah,
he got good energy. Dude,
he's just one of those dudes everybody likes.
Yeah,
it's a trippy ass experience.
I'll even say how I met Chino real quick. I remember I was in El Salvador on vacation, and basically like every day,
he was telling me this story.
basically, bro, every day I'm getting like 400 from one person. He's booking like 12 hours. He's booking 6, taking like a 2-hour break, and booking like 6 more. Right? And like I'm like, yo, who the fuck is this nigga booking all these sessions, bro?
You sitting there like, this is vacation free at this
point. Yeah. Literally, I always do this. So whenever I go on vacation, I make a lot because I'm not copying, buying, shit like that. So I'm just chilling. But like, anyway, long story short, bro, I'm getting all these cash apps from. I was about to say your government, but I'm not going to. But I'm getting all these cash apps from Chino, bro, and I didn't even meet him or not. I don't know who it is. I just saw one of my engineers is working with him. So I come back to the country and I met him, bro, and I can promise you, like, and he could tell you too. I came into my office. First of all, I didn't like people chilling in my office, but he was just chilling in my office by himself. He wasn't even doing it. He was just chilling. I don't know.
Feet up on the desk.
Yeah, I don't know if it was Chinese. I came in. I was like,
that's what he doing.
I came in. I was like, what's good? And then he was like, I'm always pretty like welcoming and stuff. So even though I was like a little weird about the situation, I was like, interesting, but I didn't really care like that because I'm telling you, he looked up at me and I looked like into his eyes and I was like, you know what? This is a good dude right here. And so I introduced myself. We talked for like, I think it was like a 6-hour conversation. And like just talking like for hours. And then I literally at the end of that, I was like, look man, I know you're like my best client right now, but you should work here. I was like, you should record for free. I was like, okay, like you should work here, you should get right, like you should be engineering. And
that's serious.
Yeah, day one, you can ask him. And then it was more so a thing that at the time, at least from my perspective, he was more trying to discover the artistry. So I wasn't pushing it on him. I just like offered it up to him. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to speak for it, but I think that's what it was. Yeah.
So now at that point, because like money's out the window for you. You're not even thinking about money. Is there like something you saw in him that made you want to like, I don't want to say take him under your wing, but like show him the ropes of how the fucking industry worked? Because it's an evil world, bro.
Like basically,
it's more so like what we talked about before the interview a little bit, where I was like, I just try to give the best opportunity I can at the time to the best people I could find. And at the time, I met Chino, and I was like, yo, like, I've known this kid like 6 hours after that conversation. I was like, man, I like him better than most of the people I've known my whole life. Where's one? So I like that's on everything, and I was like, it would be great if I could be the one to help him realize that he could be great. You know what I'm saying? So I've always like, at the time, I didn't think of it in that way necessarily as much as like, yo, I'll fuck with you should work here. But like, now that I'm more like, as far as mindset goes, I'm more like on it. That's my approach. I was like, you know what, this is a great dude, and I would love to have him around and just going crazy. And I know he's gonna be something. Yeah. And I would love to help him be something. You know what I'm saying?
And what I love about that the most is you not sitting there looking at him like, yo, Chino, I fuck with you. Send me another band for another studio session. Like that just speaks volumes about like who you are and how you run the studio and how you run the business you're trying to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. End of the day, to me, the vision is over everything, and the vision is to breed greatness. Yeah. Plain and simple. Everything else is, like we said earlier, fluff. All that shit is extra. You know.
Word up. Now, Riv, how did this shit happen with you and Zo? How do you come in the picture?
Me and Zo.
Well, who was it first? You and Chino or you and Zo?
No, I met Zo first.
Yeah, it was the same shit. It was the old studio downtown.
I was coming from, in the process, me and Kino was moving from Bunker Hill to Main Street.
Oh, so you used to work with Kino, like in the same studio?
We had closed down, so I had stopped for a little bit. We was doing like a little pop-up shop, we had done some shit with my man Dave, and he was saying he was about to open back up. But in the process, Moolah from IBC was like, yo, you can run sessions over here and shit like that. We were the studio, so it was like, alright. So I started going over there and I was running sessions and I think that was when Moolah started taking interns, right?
Actually, Tig brought me.
Tig brought a couple interns, but
4 a.m.
It was only like
just drag us out there, bro.
Yeah,
He's like, I got somewhere we can go. I was like, best say that. We walked in that door and everyone looked at us like, who the fuck are these niggas? Like, I was like, yo, they didn't know we were coming, bro.
I was in a session where everybody was like, yo, who the fuck is this?
Yeah,
like,
for real.
I don't even know, bro.
That was funny.
I had no clue, but
Love Tick, shout
I
out
met
to
Zo. The first day I met him, I was like, yo, this motherfucker is something. Like, he's different. Like, you know what I mean?
appreciate
I
that.
tried,
He always was.
I tried to keep. I don't know. I always told him, like, I'll pick that motherfucker. Like, man, that's what we should pick. I have no say over it anyways because I wasn't able to be there anyways. I was going back over to Kilos once we got back. So it was like, I was like, yo, that motherfucker's gonna be something. I was like, yo, that motherfucker's gonna be something. So I was like, I left. I came back like a week later. This motherfucker got interns now. All of a sudden.
So like, he's running
the studio over there. I'm like, yo, I knew it.
Yeah,
I knew it, son.
It was like a month too.
It was. That's been my boy since the first day I met him. I was like, yo,
it's almost
something
like,
about him that brought me to him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's motivated. He's got a great head on his shoulders. Like,
it's almost like you saw the vision.
Yeah, early, like that shit.
Yeah, honestly, I'll say that. Riv saw the vision before I did. 100%, because
it was like he was gonna be something, you know.
Yeah, I was about to say, since I met him, I've always got the energy from him.
And I used to be lit, bro. I used to be in that turn.
Telling everybody.
I'm like, yo, this motherfucker's the GOAT.
This
that's
nigga
so God. I used to call him so God. That's so God.
Bro, this nigga would go into other rooms and be like, yo, Zo making the beat, bro. Come up, yo, he's wild over there. Literally drag him out, whatever they're doing. They like, bring him, like I was a show, and they would come watch it. Like, he would be there talking to like 4 people, like, he's wild.
You know what I mean? That's how everybody about Zo. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, you know, I was close because I live in Pinebrook, so this shit right here for me. So you know what I mean? It's like, it's 1-2 step away. So it's like, you know, I started coming over here, invited me over here. I met Chino. I think I had Chino at the event that I threw in Madison. I had
that was the first time you go?
Yeah, I had a little event. Him broke in and Nick came and did a performance. I met Chino.
Oh, so y'all met on like some real life music shit. Like we both performing, we both really trying to do our shit. So you're an artist too.
No, I threw a show.
Yeah, you threw a show. You do rap though, you know what I'm saying? You rap.
I get busy.
You going stupid. For sure.
My verses don't mix. No, we got some shit coming, yo. We got some shit coming, but.
Cause y'all was in the studio last night, but we gonna talk about that a little bit.
Now I met Chino over here, but Chino is just, I don't know, he's a great dude. Like we both Sagittarius. You feel me? His birthday the day after mine.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was telling him my spirit animal.
So I
love his energy. Yo, he's just a great kid, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm telling you, bro. I don't even think the conversation we had that day, those 6 hours, was deep. I think we was talking about bullshit.
They got some high shit.
Yeah, it was like
I just felt it.
That was like that with me and him too. It was just like, you know. It was like one of those, we just sat there and we just chopping it up.
Yeah, Chino was like a graphic designer first.
You know what I mean?
Oh, for real?
Yeah, I had him, because I was begging him to work here, because like I said, I've always fucked with him.
Yeah.
And you know, he was happy paying or whatever, I guess. So I pressed him, I was pressing him, I was like, yo, work here. And then, there's like a situation or something with an employee, so I had a spot again, so I was like, yo, bro, come on, now's the time. And you know, he just came back from whatever he was doing and shit, you know what I'm saying? So it was perfect. And then I'm telling you, I was like, bro, draw pictures, something, please, because I want you here safe for us, your family. I don't want you doing whatever the fuck else you doing. Like, chill with us, you good here. Yeah. Get focused, get shit done, you know, like, and again, like, it's not that he was against the focus, it's just more so, he was like, I'm good though, you know what I'm saying?
Like, he was content where he was, and it was like, nah, you ready for more.
Yeah. I'm way too comfortable with
that. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah.
So it was like, basically,
like, you could be great.
Yeah. And
like, let me make you great. Yeah, please, you're blowing my not letting me do that. Like,
and it took me a while on some shit. Like, I didn't start. I think it's working until this year.
Yeah. Nah, you literally would come in like once a week, twice a week, and draw for like 4 hours on Photoshop, and then not come back for like a week, come back and just draw again. Like, literally, that's what you would book a session and then like go draw after instead of leaving. You know what I'm saying?
So, Zo has a big impact on your career and where you are now.
And on where it's going.
Because when you first started music, you was probably just like every other rapper, lost. You don't know where you're going, where your career's going, trying to find your sound and everything.
Yeah, that's really what it was. It was on some shit. I ain't have no blueprint. I ain't have no playbook. I was kind of just like, all I knew how to take in was what I was viewing through social media and the internet. I'm like, and that's what's fucked up about it. And what's fucked up about the industry is they put out like this certain image and shit like that. You know what I mean? And certain artists at the end of the day too, they like to cap. I can guarantee you that no artist has gotten where they are today with at least like 50 to 100 people that have helped them along the way. Whether they fucking were conscious of it at that point or not. Like somebody took their time and energy with pure intentions to do something for you because they saw something in you. You know what I mean? And a lot of people they don't take it like that because I guess they have just certain weird ways of looking at it. But honestly, it's like it's just on some shit. If I feel like I didn't take the initiative to actually want to fucking believe that I could do more with myself than just like being a vocal artist. I don't know, like I don't know what I'll be doing right now. I'm just glad that Zo was like, yo, come on, bro. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Come on, bro.
I'm down here to put him in a headlock, bro. I was like, look, bro, you're gonna sit here, you're gonna draw. I was like, cover ball, like, yo.
Your ass in timeout,
bro. I was like, please, that's fast.
I loved it because
I'll sit with him and smoke too. Like, I didn't just leave him out there to figure shit out.
Like, any questions I had, he answered them. And on top of that, it was just a chill vibe. Like, I would just be chilling here. If I had a bad day, fuck it. Like, I would come here, bump Juice WRLD as loud as I wanted to, or fucking Nirvana, or any type of fucking music that I want to, and blast that shit. Nobody's saying anything because it's like, one is a fucking studio. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you just vibing, you're doing something. You get lost in it too. You really do. Yeah,
because you said in the other video and even earlier when me and you talk like side by side, like I know music has a big part in your life, not even just making and helping people create music. Like you really have a love and passion for the shit. And you're deep into like a lot of different subgenres of rap, so you're tapped into all that shit too. And not even just rap. You said Nirvana too.
Nirvana's crazy, bro. Nirvana's crazy.
So that had to help you as an artist too.
Hell fucking yeah.
I remember like sleeping in the room one time. You came in at like 4 a.m. and just started blasting Nirvana. And I like looked and then I just went back to sleep. I was like,
yo, that shit was funny as hell. I just walked in. I didn't sit down. I just looked up the song. I just started bumping that shit.
Nirvana's like that though. I'm just saying, like, as far as how loud shit was,
it was
that's not the worst. I was like, it's cool, huh?
So now that you got that momentum from Zo, right?
Yeah.
So now bring us to 2022. What's that momentum to keep coming here, taking clients, writing music, all that other shit?
I guess it goes into just, well, for one, what he's presenting me with and what he's giving me to work with. Everything. It's just like a fucking spaceship. Like, the possibilities are endless of what you can do here. Literally anything any artist wants to do or any creator wants to do, come to BookZo's because it's gonna happen. Like, that's what happens. We make your vision into like a reality. We help like turn your dream into a reality on some shit. So I guess the momentum that's gonna keep me going is just knowing like how much of a blessing this is for me and being grateful and staying humble at the same time.
Yeah.
And I just want to say real quick, like, end of the day, I just give opportunity. And, you know, like, I didn't make him the man he is and nothing like that. Like, he's the GOAT because he's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plain and simple. I guess you could just say I just recognize it off rip. And I believe in the kid always. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's true of everyone that works here. Like, that's just what I try to do. You know, I try to make sure everyone is the best them they could be. And I try to leave it at that.
Yeah.
So, like I said, like, I don't make people, you know what I'm saying? I just give the opportunity. I give niggas a chance to show me and show the world what they got, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm always gonna be there whether it works out for you or not. You go to another student, work somewhere else, like, I'm always vouching for people anyway.
Because you gave mad love to a bunch of other studios and artists when we were talking off camera and everything. So like I could already tell like you that type of dude who you don't really care. As long as I could help you in any type of way to shine, I'm fucking happy.
Yeah, that's like I said, breeding greatness. Like, that's what I want to be known as. Like if you think about the guy, everyone thinks about Drake. No one thinks about Noah, who's the one that makes all the beats, gets all the mixes done. He doesn't mix it, but he gets it done. Like, stuff like that. Like no one ever wants to be that Noah. You know what I'm saying? I'm perfectly content being that, bro. Like that sounds good. That sounds good to me. Being a part of greatness just sounds amazing in general. And I don't even necessarily have to be that level. It could be lower than that, but I'm just saying being a part of it is what matters.
So now being an engineer, because you engineer at all? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, so
I kind of do everything.
So you like the jack of all trades. So anybody can answer this bitch. As an engineer, how many times have you for real sat in the studio and was like, you know what, bro? This is the fucking one.
I told them this shit the other night, bro. So,
Well,
no cap.
I would say
No cap. I just said that shit the other night.
Because y'all see 30 artists a fucking week, for real, for real.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a commercial studio, so a lot of songs are like, I've said this before. The clients want us to make the song as good as they can, as good as we can, as fast as we can, so they can do the next song. Yeah. That's priority. It's speed and quality. You know what I'm saying? It's not just getting it to sound amazing. If you take forever, they don't want it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like a lot of times a song that could be the one gets rushed.
Yeah.
Because they're like, nah, next song I want to do another drill beat. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and how many artists be getting mad at y'all? Riv, answer this with me. How many artists be getting mad at y'all when you be like, nah, bro, let's fix this, let's do this? Like, and you try to talk them through it and like tell them what needs to be done. He's like, I don't even want to answer this shit for real.
It's a lot.
Caught that side. I hope so.
But sometimes it's just, you gotta just know sometimes that as much as you're gonna tell them, they're not gonna listen.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So all I can do is just keep telling them, say I tried, instead of them saying, well, you just said I can let me do some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
But I told you about 56 times to try like this, you know what I mean? But you didn't want to do it. Yeah. Some people get upset, you know what I mean? So you just gotta, the customer's always right.
I seen you shaking your head for that. You was one of those artists back in the day that you was always right. You didn't want to listen to them engineers.
Me,
Sometimes I understand. I'm here to make you great.
Yeah.
To help you be better. Like I can't let you leave with something. I don't want to let you leave with something that sounds crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then it's like you take it to your block, like we were saying before. You take it to your block.
Everybody start flaming.
They be like, yo, who
you need your money back,
yo? They be like, yeah, Riv, the mix guy. What the fuck?
The mix what?
The mix what? The mix trash, bro. That's what this is. I'm like, damn. And I'm looked up. Now they looking at me like I'm fucked up. Like I'm the bad guy and shit.
David Solo said that shit. He was like, if I get a song I don't like, not that I don't like it, but I don't think I can make good, no matter what I do, I'll tell him. He's like, I hit them up and I go, look, I'm not comfortable doing something like this and putting my name on it. And he says it just like that. And he's like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but like there are a couple of the one songs, but like I said, they get limited by something. Whether it's the promotion or they don't do a video, or they don't do something like.
Mm-hmm.
It's steps to it, you know. So it's hard to know that early when it's the one.
What'd you say?
I said potentially like everyone could be the one if like you take
the work is put in.
And the work is put in. And the energy too.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta put in the right energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Riv said, like sometimes it just be like you be trying to tell people, but they don't want to listen. Cause I even was like that at one point. Like when I first, probably like my first ever song, the first couple songs, I really wouldn't like listen. Like I just be like, nah, like I'm gonna try it this way, cause like I see it in my head type shit.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you gotta keep an open mind, because if you don't do like when you just ask, you know what I'm saying? That's the craziest part. Is like I would ask too. And I know other artists do this, like they would ask and kind of just do it their own way. You gotta be open-minded and not take shit to the heart as well, because it's like There's no reason to.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to get better, you gotta listen.
Yeah, that's my purpose of me being here. It's not just to press the button. I'm trying to make it sound good. You know what I mean?
But at least
you gotta get something to work with.
Take everything with a grain of salt. Like that's cool. You can listen to it and decide not to do it, but you know, listen. Like,
God gave you 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason.
Yeah.
My music started getting better when I started listening. My music started getting way better when one day Still was like, yo, you ever try singing or using your voice?
I was gonna bring that
up.
Or
yo, you ever try like hitting this note or using that note? Yo, you ever use autotune?
Mm-hmm.
I had not used autotune like ever.
Oh, nah, you were wild.
Or even correctly.
You were wrong.
Yeah.
No tune?
No tune. And when I did,
you went crazy.
Crazy. Robotic. Definitely in the wrong key.
Oh, yeah.
And it was just like, but slowly, I started listening. And then I started also listening to music that relates to that and that has that type of sound. Because it's like, at the end of the day, all you can do is be a sponge and soak in information, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, taking in a certain, I guess, like, genre and style and then forming it into your own sauce and your own, like, distinct flow, your own distinct sound. Where people are going to be like, yeah, like, these they categorize these rappers or they associate these rappers with these rappers. And it's because it's like, they all kind of got the same vibe in a sense, but they all got their own distinct sound where it's like, every time you're going to listen to a different one, you're going to catch somewhat of a different vibe or somewhat of a different feel, message.
Because your catalog is mad diverse.
Yeah, I'm trying to like,
I don't think you found the sound yet. You found sounds you can conquer, but the sound, because like if they look on your SoundCloud, you got like the Sleazy World freestyle, and then we go to Cloud 9, and then we go to what's that drill shit I was saying? That was my shit.
Calm Down.
Calm Down.
Yeah.
And then we go back to other remixes. So like, you're almost trying to figure out each lane until you catch that.
Hell yeah, that, and I'm having as much fun with it as possible. Like when
you can tell because you can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, it's fun. And every time I swear, like another thing too, artists, don't get mad at yourself when you're recording. If it's like, don't get mad. Don't just like take a couple breaths and let it sink in that it's like this is supposed to be fun at the end of the day. The second it doesn't get fun, the second you're like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore.
Most definitely.
And I haven't had that. I don't know if like that comes to every like creator's point. Like they have like I don't know if I want to do this anymore. But I haven't gotten to that. I always managed to find a way to just find the light in it. You know what I'm saying?
Have either one of you got to that point where you sit there and be like, man, fuck this, I'm done with everything. Shut the shop down. I ain't doing shit no more.
If I'm being frank, I had like a good. Basically, my lease ended on the first spot, like abruptly. So I had like a good 3 months in between studios where I was meeting with real estate agents, all these people, and it was definitely a couple times where I was like, I should go back to school because like they know I had a year left. Yeah, I was doing I had a year left, so I could have went back. But I was like, at the end of the day, it was more so about. Like, you already kind of know how I think. It was more so about the people around me. I was like, nah, at that time, I already had like 7 people working there. I had a bunch of people's music, their files. Like, I couldn't just close up shop, even if I wanted to. People were going to hit me like, yo, where you at?
Like, I definitely thought about quitting this shit before, and then people are like still sending me music videos and
that's how you know it's great
interviews. And I'm like, damn, bro. So that probably happened with you too as an engineer and artist, right?
Yeah, it's hard.
It was like, yo, you mix God, you supposed to mix my shit. Like, what's up with it?
Yeah, bro, this shit is tough. But sometimes we go through things, but we gotta overcome them ourselves. Take a little break, but we get back right, find the balance.
Yeah, exactly. For me, that's what I was gonna say. For me, it's more so I had to find the balance because like I feel like I was presented with a choice. I could get another 1-room studio and be an engineer, or I can get a spot like this with multiple rooms and that shit going on and be a business owner. Like you take that elevation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it was like it seems like an obvious choice. Like, oh, you do the business owner, but with that comes a lot more responsibility. Feel me? And then vice versa. If I still an engineer, a lot less responsibility, but the potential isn't there. So. And then it was those two, and then giving up. So you know what I'm saying? Like at that time, especially, I don't know if I showed it like that, but I tried to be very like, I'll call it fake motivated. I tried to keep everyone else good while I was low key like, damn, like I don't know if I should even do this anymore because like it's tough, you know. But you know, those things pass because then that's when you realize it's worth it. You need those experiences.
Those little obstacles, you know.
Keep you awake, you know what I'm saying?
It's a little lesson.
Like a really long drive. If you don't see no deer, nothing, you sleeping, right? But I bet you, as soon as that first deer come in front of your car, and you swerve, you up all day, baby. You never even. You ain't resting no more. You at least for that part of the highway. You know?
And I was gonna say, you probably went through those obstacles too, going from studio to studio.
Yeah, a bunch of times. You know what I mean? There was a bunch of times where I just wanted to give up and shit, but you know, at the end of the day, like, I started something, I got this far, I created a lot, I've done a lot, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I can't just give up now.
Even bigger than that, bro, you're a part of a lot.
Yeah,
you know
I'm definitely,
even if they haven't dropped something, you help them find a sound.
I've been really part of a lot of different things, like, and it's like, I still see how I want this story to play out, and I'm intrigued by it. I'm intrigued by it in my head. You know what I mean? And I'm the type to go and make that shit happen just to see it really play out. And like, yo, that shit really did it again. Yo, I did it again because I've done that multiple times. It's just roadblocks that hit, and sometimes it hits differently, and it hits like where you do get discouraged because you see certain people around you that's like, damn, yo. Fine, chill out. I could have been right there doing that. You know what I'm saying?
I recorded him a couple months ago.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, I feel like time is everything. I feel like my time gonna come regardless. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always gonna be something to remember, and I stand on that. And I'm gonna be. I have been, and I still. You know what I mean? It's just like, I know when my time comes, it's gonna be more gratifying because I took the roadblocks and I made those lessons and I made everything, learned from all that shit, and I just was a part of everything that I did, but I did it genuinely.
And you're not sitting here dick riding like a lot of these Jersey artists out here.
Nah, you don't
fucking
have to.
clowns.
You don't have to because at the end of the day, man, I shouldn't have to because a lot of them already know what the fuck I done. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't really gotta do too much but sit back and just watch it play out. It'll play out eventually, you know what I mean? And I got patience. Over time, I ain't got patience all the time.
We said something like that in the staff meeting last week. Basically, it was like, you just gotta be better every day. Exactly. And you'll always be heading the right way.
Exactly.
It's just easy, you know what I'm saying? That's very doable. That's very doable.
As long as I'm better than I was yesterday and I'm working on myself.
As long as there's another day in paradise, as long as I'm better than I was yesterday, it's good.
If I woke up, it's another day in paradise.
That's the shit that's also what BookZo was saying earlier. Like, the best thing for artists is to see that they're getting better and better each time they come.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened when I started coming here more and more often.
I would say that's true of people in general. Where it's important to feel that.
Like the growth. Because like I said, like I saw it since the second I started the first session, and Stable said something. He just spoke up. I saw it. I was like, I booked the session probably like the next day or 2 days later. I would stay at my boy Shree's house. Shout out Shree. I would stay at his crib like probably like OD that year, and it was low key on some bum shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I would crash on his floor, crashing hard off the drugs and the alcohol, anything else I put in my body. They was just being on some shit. Like, but he never doubted me or looked down on me. Like he saw I was gonna go somewhere, as did he. You know what I mean? It was just like I said, I'm not grateful for everybody that has played a great part in what's gonna happen and what's happening. For real.
And you're mad vocal about that in your music too.
Oh yeah.
Because you're an open book when it comes to your music. You're not afraid to say whatever, whenever, or how you feel in that day. So that had to also take a part into what's making you right now. Because you probably got stories for days that you're still ain't mad about.
I got mad stories that I haven't made music about. Lately, where my music has been at is this like you said, it's all about how like I'm feeling. I've been definitely dealing with depression for a long ass time, and there was a point in my music where I leaned more towards talking about it and talking about, I guess, like just shit that comes with it, and the drugs and shit. I don't ever want it to make it seem like I glorify these things. It's just kind of the reality of shit sometimes. Or my reality of shit. Doesn't have to be yours. And that's another thing. Like, some people aren't gonna like my music and aren't gonna like certain people with music. That's not a problem. You know, it's like, it's all about what you want to leave behind while you're still here on some shit.
So now, speaking of that, do you think it's kind of harder to come up in the Jersey scene doing some shit like that? Because if we look at Jersey artists and Jersey rap, we don't got no storytelling artists. We don't got no artist who's gonna keep it real with us about their feelings and how they feel, because they're scared of being looked at as soft. You know what I mean?
Definitely more challenging. It's a little bit more challenging. I would say maybe not even for Jersey, but just like for our, I guess how do you put it? Like, not maybe the genre, but that plays a part. But also just like what society views, I guess, like what society standards are. Society, like those, not legal laws, but like the laws of like social.
Yeah, the social norms.
The social norms, shit like that. I feel like I've always been, even since I was a kid, like the one to be like the oddball, or someone do something just like, I guess, weird shit. Like my senior year of high school, I would be on some shit. I would feel inside out, like on the inside. I guess in a metaphorical sense. Like I'll just be like, I don't feel myself. I feel inside out and backwards. Like I feel like I'm doing not what I'm supposed to be doing. And at the time, I was really contemplating whether to take my music as serious as I know I could be, or to find something else to do with my life and make, for one, my family not view me a certain way or have certain, I guess, thoughts about me, worrying about what people think and shit like that. I was kind of like in that battle, so I would feel inside out and backwards. I would only wear white tees my senior year, and I would wear them inside out and backwards where the hate shit was like right here. And I went to school, like, I graduated in Morristown, which is mad people. I would get the craziest looks. People see the craziest shit too. Yo, your shit inside out. I'm like, I know.
Motherfucker, this is me.
Bro, I'm like, I know.
So I'm wearing it.
And it would just be like kind of funny, I guess. Like, I don't know, like, it was just on some shit. A way to, I guess, express myself without really talking.
That probably plays a big part of your music too, because now you get behind the mic and you're like, I really don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Whatever y'all gonna say, y'all gonna fucking say. I'm still doing what I do.
On some shit. And I would lie if I said I like every song that I make. I would lie if I said every song that I made was a hit, or I feel like it's a hit, or I feel like it's fire. Because I made a lot of fucking trash. Keep it a stack.
That's what makes an artist though. Admitting you made trash.
Yeah, I've made a lot of fucking trash on some shit. But it's also,
it shows that there's a bar.
Yeah, and
if everything's good, there's no bar.
Oh yeah. Mac Miller said in one of his songs, I can't remember the name, but he said, as his bar, he said, there's many more songs to make, cousin, so why the fuck you bugging?
That was like off the like the first best ever mixtape or some shit like that.
I can't remember what song it was, but it was just like, yo, facts. It's like, if you know for a fact it's what you want to do in your life, you gotta be prepared to be sometimes disappointed with yourself. But take that disappointment and turn it into fuel and drive. Because if you're disappointed, it's because you know you didn't do your best. You know you could have done something different. You know what I mean? Also, don't be too hard on yourself. So it's like keeping a balance.
Oh man, being hard on yourself, that shit will drive you fucking crazy.
For real, that shit'll fuck you up.
I've seen artists like tear themselves down, bro.
I
feel the song be like, delete it, I don't like it. It's like, bro, this is fire.
You ain't even had a chance to fight with this shit. Damn.
Nah, not even that it doesn't sound good. Like, they're fine with the mix. It's more so they're just like, I don't know if I like the way I came on and shit like that. It's like, it's like, nah, bro, it's hard. Just keep going. You know what I'm saying? See it through. Because at the end of the day, the beat ain't off YouTube forever. If you want to try one more time with a different flow, do it. But finish something. That way you can make a full decision. You know, you don't even know where it's going.
I also feel like they're scared of the risk. The risk, they don't understand like the risk reward.
A lot of times they don't want to. Yeah, a lot of times they don't want to step out their comfort zone either to try new shit too.
Yeah, I've always said that people are scared of trying.
Yeah.
People are like, even when they come by themselves or they come with people, it doesn't matter. They be scared of trying. Like, they just don't want to.
Comfortable. That's what goes back to what we were saying before. You gotta make them feel comfortable in order for them to get out of their comfort zone.
Yeah,
try that new shit.
Because they sometimes they don't even like to try because they'll feel like if I try and it's bad, I'm ass. Whereas if I don't try and it's ass, I'm not trying anyway. You know what I'm saying?
So now, speaking of the risk, I want to bring this back to you. How scary was that risk for you, bringing the whole business to life? Because a lot of people got that same vision, but they always be like, I'm going to take this risk, I'm going to lose everything I fucking got type shit.
I'll say, to start out, I'll basically say that I'm very grateful for the people I've met in my life. They've pushed me to do things I didn't think I was comfortable with doing. That's why it's like a big part of like what I do. So it's kind of one of those things where, like I said, I went to college for 3 years and I dropped out. Like after 3 years, I was like almost done. I was like, man, I'm out of here because it came down to, and I've said this before, was I realized the work I put in was going to be the same no matter what I chose. So if I was a doctor, or if I was a producer, or as an engineer or a video editor, it's all the same amount of work. I'm gonna have to sit my ass down and put some hard work in to get good, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? So I realized that and I was like, I'm gonna put hard work into something I like. So I just started fucking with music, and basically to summarize like that part, it came down to me knowing that I left school. I still owe the government like $50,000. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I didn't finish, which is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We were born to hit me a little while ago. Like, yo, we need that. I'm going. Yo, for real.
Sam with his finger on.
For real, they start texting me and shit like, yo, what that, bro? Yeah, for real, son. So they should have hit me when I was getting the stimulus or something. Not now. You know what I'm saying? Right now they tight. They're not getting shit. But anyway, it really came down to realizing like I got to do something for the rest of my life, and it has to be. I saw it as if I start now with a consistent thing, it'll be great in 10 years no matter what. No matter what. You know what I'm saying? And then I didn't really have an opportunity to do that. I was paying monthly, doing splits at a couple places. It wasn't until I met Moolah, shout out Moolah, you know what I'm saying? We don't talk like that anymore, but always love her. Like I said, anyone who helped shape me, you feel me? Yeah. And he kind of forced me into the spot upstairs. Cause he was like, yo, you book too much in my shit and you only paying like $500 a month. So he was like, you gotta open your own spot. And I was like, I don't know if I'm ready for that. And he was like, bro, you're doing it. He's like, I already bought the spot. You're gonna have to rent it from me, or like, let's get it. So,
that's fire.
Yeah, he like pushed me into that position, so I did it. You know, again, shout out, Moolah, man. You know, and then whatever happened. And like I said, at that point, I just kind of ended up with a business. Yeah. Now it's more so I'm taking the reins where I'm like, okay, how do I want this to be, and what is the goal, and what is like the mindset of this place? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's a new development in like my
like
thinking.
You still staying up at night thinking about that shit?
Yeah, for sure. Honestly, Riv watches me all the time. We watching videos, just hearing the most leadership, on group thinking.
Like, damn, he just said something.
Yeah, I mean, he said, he hyping me up, bro. He say something. I like metaphors that really are like, yo, he just said something, bro. Yeah. So I be getting hype. I ain't gonna lie, close my laptop. I'm like, I got a little rough out there.
Fucking go, bro.
Oh man, don't do that.
and
go, bro.
You probably experienced some of that same shit coming up as an engineer.
Yeah.
Because nobody masters engineering or being an artist on day one.
Nah, hell no.
You probably still didn't master engineering.
Hell no, I got thrown in with the wolves, man. You know what I mean? I started with Kilo. Shout out to Kilo, you know what I mean? Yeah.
And Kilo been doing shit with Madison forever.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? He's a great dude, you know what I mean? I learned a lot of shit from him as far as personalized and just, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't have no opportunity where it was like I just interned and be around and just, I got thrown in day one. Here you go. I'll holler at you later on. Yeah. Do your best. I got faith in you. I'm like, damn, son. Like,
people don't believe it, right? But there's not that many, like, there's not as many opportunities as you may think.
No.
There's really not, because
it's really not.
Finding a place isn't just about finding a place. You know what I'm saying? It has to be a lot more than that to you, or else you're wasting your time. Yeah. You know, like, at least that's how I see it. Like, I've always said, like, me and Chino talk, like, we be having conversations all the time. And we talked about how, like, I wouldn't want anyone to be unhappy here. I don't care how much money someone's making. You know what I'm saying? That's comes and goes. I ain't stressing. I'd rather know that you are on the same path as everyone else that's here and feeling that. Because if not, you lag behind, and that's that weight. No matter how you look at it, it slows down. But I gotta take time to line you back up. You know what I'm saying? Not that I won't do it, but I'm saying like that is time taken away from the mission. Word up. So you know, another thing. So shout out Riv, man, because he spread word about me crazy. Like as soon as I
Riv putting you on,
bro, to everyone.
I told everybody.
Bro, literally, it's not no, bro, it's not no regular pro. I'm about to say, it's not no regular. Oh yo, you know Zo, yeah, he cool, man. Nah, it's yo. Let me tell you about Zo, bro. He's the GOAT, bro. Yo. How many people you know? I know like 100. He better than all them niggas. Yo, swear to God, that's how it be, bro. And then like, he'll do it in front of me. He don't care. Like he'll do it to niggas I know already. I'm like, yo, you know Zo? Oh yeah, you do. But let me tell you, this nigga's the GOAT, man. And he's like, bro, I'm on Zo for like a year already. It's like, look, man, but you don't know him like this. Like, I saw him come up. That's what Riv always tells everyone. Appreciate it, bro.
That's how you know you got like a true team player who's ready to almost risk it all for what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm talking before he works here.
Yeah.
Riv has always been to me one of my greatest friends in the industry. Plain and simple. It's like how LeBron and Drake hang out. Yeah, weird up. Like,
and that's really important in this industry.
Me and Saga, or was me and him?
Yeah, no cap. Shout out Saga too. Saga's a go-to.
Saga been doing shit for
brother. I love Saga to death.
I'm a Saga my first year interning. I was in the room next to him, and he used to just come in and show me little things. And I remember asking him, I was like, "Yo, you don't want to stay late?" He's like, I don't do that anymore. He was like, I haven't done that in like 10 years. You're wild. I was like, damn, son.
So now, since we speaking about Saga, shout out to Saga and all these engineers. Since both y'all engineer and you're artist, when you sit down engineering for an artist, what can you like you gotta take something away from that artist and be like, you know what, I like how he did that. Let me try some shit out like that. Like you gotta get inspiration from these other artists.
Of course.
You know, you got that smile, like you got that right.
There's a couple names I heard.
I've definitely recorded artists here that have inspired me to maybe they make a different song than I've been making. You know what I mean? Go on a different type of vibe, a different type of create a new or unlock a new flow. You know what I mean? I'm trying to think of like one great example. All right, wait. So shout out Kale. Kale be coming to record here sometimes. Yeah, him and Schmirk. Shout out Schmirk still.
A lot of shout outs.
Yeah, a lot of shout outs.
A lot of people for the mission. You know what I'm saying?
That ass. But they made this one song. I can't remember what it's called, but the way like Kale and like Schmirk's kind of like slid on it, and I guess like the transition, it gave me it was almost like a nostalgic but like lit type of vibe. Something like you can deadass be bumping like in the car late as hell at night. I don't encourage being under the influence of anything, but it's just like the vibe. Like it's been that was kind of like the vibe I had when I listened to it, and it kind of like it made me want to make a song in that sense. You know what I'm saying, with that vibe. Yeah.
No, that's fire, because like that just proves that you can get inspiration from damn near anything. You know what I mean? Like I could just be sitting here and I'm like, just the vibe, like I just know like I need to be doing this shit, and like even like being in all the studios I've been in, like I've sat there and I'm like, I need my shit. I need this, I gotta do this type shit. Yeah. And that definitely helped me a lot pushing this too. Seeing everybody around me doing something, and I'm like, I've been slipping. I ain't done shit in a week.
Yeah.
Word, let me get on my shit now. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Yeah, but honestly, it only turns into a problem if you never get that feeling. Like if you slipping and you think you're good, that's when there's a problem. But if you realize, yo, I'm fucking up, as long as you have that thought that like, yo, I can do better, I can do a little better. And again, like you said earlier, balancing it, not like over stressing yourself, but like keeping it, like you're always moving forward.
Oh yeah.
That's make yourself better than you want to.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the goal.
And speaking of moving forward, because we was talking about your music earlier, and you just dropped some shit on us. You just, what the fuck's, you was playing the video, what the fuck's the name of it?
Impulsive Decisions.
Impulsive Decisions.
Oh yeah, facts.
Some shit.
Fire.
And y'all record, I don't even know if I should be saying this, but they probably follow y'all on the gram. Y'all recorded some shit last night. Too,
yeah.
That sounded like some shit on it too.
Yeah.
So like you diving into like the drill Jersey club subgenre of hip hop right now.
Hell yeah. I was, not that I was waiting for somebody to like I guess, make Jersey drill popping, but it's like, because I've been experimenting with, I guess, Jersey club music for a good amount of time. I just didn't really know how to go about it, in a sense, and kind of find my way of flowing on it. But then I started realizing, bro, you can do low-key anything on a Jersey club beat. It's just about like your mentality, I guess, and like having the confidence, you know what I'm saying, too. Mm-hmm. And like I said before, like not stressing if it doesn't come out a way you didn't expect it to. Because at the end of the day, there's so many more songs you're gonna make. Mm-hmm. So like I got this one feature, shout out J Hood, DJ J Hood. I got this one thing in the fucking vault that I haven't even touched yet.
You got a track with J Hood and you ain't doing nothing with it?
Yo, I was dead ass thinking about that last fucking night. I was like, why have I not done something with this shit? You know what I'm saying?
Your ass.
Yo, so put the gloves on right now, bro. You got me tight.
Yo, like it's on some shit. For real, bro. It was like he did his thing on it. I recorded it at a studio where it was like, I'm not like trying to like put it down. It was just like a little bit lower end, a lower budget. You know what I'm saying? So we worked with what we could, and at the same time, like we didn't take time to edit it either. Mm-hmm. So what I'm about to do is, I got on my Google Drive. I'm gonna hit him up and ask him if he can send me the stems one more time. But if I'm not mistaken, I still got him. I'm gonna just do that shit, I guess, by my lonesome. Yeah. Like coming up this week, because at the end of the day, I've been making mad Jersey club music probably. Like,
so that's the vibe you rocking with now?
I feel like that's just kind of what I've been not just enjoying to hear myself, but that's what everyone else has been enjoying as well. So as much as I love making music for myself, you know, I gotta put things out that's on the business side of things that's people are gonna stream, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
like we always say, it's not about the money, but like low key, sometimes it is. But we still doing it for the love of this shit. You know what I mean? Like we don't want to be making music for 20 plus years. Like, we ain't going nowhere. So like, well, it's not. I don't even want to say riding the trend.
No, I put it.
Sometimes you have to. Yeah. You have to for a little bit, but you also gotta stay true to yourself in the process. You can't just go straight for it.
My bad, man, cut you off.
You can't fight change, bro. You just get left behind. Like, shit start changing and you're like, no, I don't want to change, you get left.
Yeah.
You either got to get ahead of the change or change with it.
Word, so I also like looked at it on some shit where it's like Vincent Van Gogh or Michelangelo's paintings, not all his favorites got sold.
Word.
You know what I mean? Sometimes there was a buyer that wanted something specific and he an artist. When you're an artist, like at the end of the day, like you're not gonna mind creating something that at the end of the day you're still creating and you're putting just as much creative effort.
Yeah.
And for some money, like you know your worth. You know, like there's value to this shit.
Mm-hmm. And it brings back that whole thing about how I said y'all got stories to tell for days.
Yeah.
So you could be doing 20 Jersey club drill type of songs, but you still deal with certain shit and you still went through certain shit. So you might listen to a beat and you're like, ooh, I'm about to open my heart on this bitch right now. You know what I mean?
Like, I also love, it's not really a technical genre, but some people call it like, was it heroin music? It's almost like you listening to it, gives you that high. You know what I mean? It's, some people consider it, Juice WRLD part of that, Peep, you know, some X songs, Nirvana, of course.
I get that feeling from Cloud9.
Yeah, Cloud9 was cool. I have so many songs like that. So many songs that I feel like I like even more that I know are gonna get a great amount of recognition. I feel like the way this is just I'm viewing it right now is when you are releasing music, it's kind of like once you start seeing certain types of vibes are kind of like going their way, you're gonna start putting more of that out. Then when like the fans start coming in and start fucking with you more as a person and learn more about you as well, and hear that other side of you, they're gonna want to hear that too. So it's like, and maybe not all of them will, you know, not all of like, I guess fans listen to every type of song that their artist or band has made type shit. Like not everyone who likes the Beatles listens to every song. You know what I'm saying? They like to be this vibe. more than this vibe. Because some of them were trippy as fuck.
Word.
And some of them were kind
It
of
was
just like,
definitely on some drugs.
a lot of drugs. And some of them were just like, man. Yeah, some of the songs were just on some shit like, it's got a little trippy vibe, but it's almost like I can walk to this and not like get shut the fuck out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some shit.
Y'all definitely got a good view on where y'all going in the future. Y'all definitely got a good view on where y'all going in the future.
No, we got some shit. We got some shit going on.
And like I like it that
some shit going on.
I like that y'all don't let each other slack.
Oh no, hell.
Cause like you an engineer, you do music. You an engineer, you do music. So like if you slipping with the music, Chino or Zo gonna come in and be like, yo, you ain't record a song in 2 weeks. What the fuck you doing? Type shit. You know what I mean?
Don't tell me they got me motivated. I haven't made a song forever. It's mad long since I started coming up with it. You know what I mean? I made like 9 the other night. We was in the bitch just working.
And I mean, y'all always here together, so it's like it ain't nothing for y'all to work with each other either.
Nah, facts.
There's a lot of studios are like you come through the session, you gotta go.
Mm-hmm.
I've always felt that's so bad for morale.
But now, like, if you overbooked, it's a different thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, it's more so like
if
I wouldn't even say that because even Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we'll have straight sessions all day. Engineers will be in this room right here working on Photoshop or making a video or something, and then at 4 a.m. when all the sessions are done, they go rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want it, you gotta go get it regardless.
Yeah.
Even overbooked or not, you know?
Yeah.
And make time.
Yeah, even then,
Balance.
there'll be times where I gotta do a master set for a client, and I'm looking at it and I see everyone's in the room having a good time. Like, it's about morale too. You can't just be like, oh, it's my room, it's my place. I can tell them to leave if I want to. But no, man. You gotta think about, to put it just like simply, like ramifications. Like everything you do makes someone feel away. You gotta think about that. You don't gotta let it affect your way of thinking necessarily, but you gotta be aware that that's happening.
Yeah, almost definitely.
So you gotta you gotta be conscious of shit like that. So again, for me to have everyone put their best effort in here, just giving them basically free reign, letting them record as much as they want stuff, it's worth it to me because I know that everyone's heart and soul is in it. You know what I'm saying?
You know they're just not in here sitting around bullshit.
Oh yeah, or even working.
And if they bullshit, I'll guarantee you probably gonna get on their ass, be like, yo, fuck is he doing?
It goes both ways. Like if whether you sitting here bullshitting or you sitting here like working but not really like trying to grow, I'll still call you out. You could be doing 1,000 sessions a week and I'm looking at you like, bro, you're not growing. There's no growth. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all be mad as hell at him when you be doing that shit to you.
You know what it is? I usually spit to everyone in meetings. So I have a meeting and I'll talk about everything. Yeah, he's like, you never have to tell me nothing, nigga. That's facts though.
I come in with like 19 new designs.
Yeah, that's
fucking split flops on deck, whatever you need, I got it.
I personally don't take shit to the heart just because it's like niggas wouldn't even say anything, couldn't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's not hard for it. You always say like, yo.
It's also how you come.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's how you come. You can't be like, yo, this shit ass. You gotta be like, yo, bro, you can do this better.
I'll come that way. I'm coming that way. They know I'll be coming that way.
You gotta be constructive though. You gotta be like, look, man, it's ass, but if you did this, it would be less ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, something, you can't just give them the note, it's ass. Like,
nah, if I don't
sad, something like, damn, what do I have?
If I don't know y'all, I'm gonna say y'all shit is ass. But like, I'm not about to hop in Chino's session, looking at him like, my boy, this shit is garbage.
You gotta stop the song and be like, yo, bro.
Nah, see,
yo, this shit right here, this shit is trash.
Yo, people do that though, bro. I have sessions come with their boy, and their boy would do like 2 bars, bro. And off rip, his boys in the room. They're not even rappers. They're just there for support, I guess, or whatever with the girl. Literally, they're like, that's not it, cuz. That's not it. And now you stressing him out. He thinking when it was alright. And you just gotta see where
you got a bunch of yes men around you who ain't never did shit.
Yeah.
So like,
it goes both ways. 100%.
For real. So like now me,
100%.
I've been in the studio for 8 years plus, whether it's making music, doing this, or just sitting there chilling. And I grew up on music. Like, from the very beginning of it, of hip hop to now, like, I grew up on this shit. So like, I would like to think I kind of have a say in what others are creating because I got an ear, I know what belongs where, you know what I mean? And I can tell you, nah, come on it this way, come on it that way. And that's why I love how he said, I don't take shit to heart. I can sit there and listen to you and be like, you know what? You might be right. Let me try something different. You know what I mean?
Because I'm not going to take it to the heart if I show you a track that I just named. You'd be like, it's not terrible, but it's like, you know, I wouldn't take it to the, or whatever the fuck you would say. You know what I'm saying?
Like, go in there, fix this bar real quick.
Or you could straight up
There's
be
too
like,
many other songs that gotta get made. That's like what Chino said.
that's what I'm saying. Like, you could dash, at least with me, you could tell me, like, even if you're like, I don't like this one, bro. Like, I don't. And I'll be like, you know what? I didn't really like it either. I'm I'm gonna keep it a stack.
But like, it's also a difference of where it's like, you might think it's trash, but other people will sit at you like, oh, this shit's
there's a market for
Yeah,
everything in
there's-
this world. You know?
I've had songs where I'm just like, I don't fucking think I it. And my boy or somebody else would tell me like, I bumped this shit.
Yeah.
Like, I still bump this shit.
Yeah.
So.
And what I really like about you too, you going into the little Spanglish genre.
Yeah.
You hitting us with a little
Yeah, cause when I do be putting like Spanish on my tracks, people don't really like hate it.
Yeah.
If anything, they say like you should do it more. And they tell me make a whole track in Spanish. And I ain't gonna hold you, my Spanish is a little broken right now, but it's getting there. The more I conversate with my mother and my stepfather, and the more I just be around my family too that really just only speak Spanish.
Yeah.
Watching Spanish TV too. Yeah.
It all comes back to how you was raised and your upbringing. That speaking that into your music.
That is
a lot.
I only
You know
spoke
what I mean?
Spanish for like, well, not only because, you know, like I spoke English too, but when I got home, it was only Spanish because I lived with my grandmother, hella aunts and uncles. Some of them, keep it a stack, don't got papers. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, because they just got there, like, they ain't too worried about speaking too much English. They just worried about like,
You can't be
yes,
sensitive like that, bro.
thank you.
Or you're at the crib and you're like, oh man.
Yo, nah, like, don't get twisted. They know I speak English, but it'd be like, at first it was like, you know, like, just talk in Spanish, so like we could get to where we need to get with this conversation. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like it would just be like,
It just stressed me out, man. Like,
for real.
But I love the motion y'all moving in for real. And where are you moving to next? Because not moving to, moving towards. Because you said you ain't made a song in a minute.
Oh no, we got.
You
a lot
just
of shit.
focused in like the engineer
Honestly, I got a clothing line, I got the label that I'm doing, I got Chino and a couple
That's
other artists and
Chino,
shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to, really focus on that. We just be here making music sometimes, you know what I mean? Most of the time I don't ever drop my music, you know what I mean? I'm not really the rapper.
Oh, you one of them rappers who just hold on to this shit.
I'm just saying, man, I don't drop stuff. That's why I didn't say anything when you asked about artists.
So I get pissed off. So I get pissed off and then I dropped the album. Like, no, fuck that. See, I told you we could have did it like this. Just go crazy.
Where's Bond? I'll stay quiet, bro. You were like, yo, so y'all two artists? I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna say nothing. I don't want a question towards me.
I might drop an EP though. I got a couple songs. I think
I'm just gonna play at my funeral, and that's it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm just leaving it for that. You know what I mean? Play the shit for my kids eventually. When
That's
I
it.
get
So they could be like, yo, Daddy got bars.
And he recorded his own stuff. Damn,
it was like
that.
That's it. So I do it more for them, to be honest with you. I just, it's more focused on them now. I don't see myself on stage. Like, I gotta be super drunk to be up there. I'm gonna be forgetting guys. Like, I ain't with that shit. You know what I mean?
So you
I don't mind being on stage with them turning the fuck up.
You a real life team player when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
I just, you know what I
facts.
mean? Like, I'd rather just. I feel like I was put here to just teach and guide. You know what I mean? But it's just,
That's why he fit in so perfectly, bro. I love Riv, man. I was so happy when he was like, yo, I might take a couple sessions over here. But I was like, bro, take all your sessions. Please.
And
I want to see him every day. I was telling him this yesterday. I was like, yo, bro, it's so good to see you. Because now I see him every day. But like when he first started working, he was here like maybe twice a week. And I was there like 2 days in a row. And,
Yeah.
Now I see him every day and I love it. Every time I see him, I'm like, fucking Big Scott, die. That's my nigga.
But
bro.
that's really the whole foundation you built around this. You know what I mean? Like, they came to you as they are, but you sat there and was like, this is how we gonna run shit. Like Chino, I interviewed him and J-Li. He was thinking about you. He was thinking about putting me on with all these other artists, shouting everybody out. I come here, y'all show mad love, treat me like family, for real. And that's just what any studio could ever.
You from Jersey, right?
Yeah.
Family.
like shit.
Word up.
Shit, Jersey, baby. That's what we do.
You know what I'm saying?
Even though we hate this shit sometimes.
Sometimes this shit is like purgatory, bro.
Yeah.
But you know, we
it's
gotta
like
make
any
it paradise. We gotta make it paradise, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I've talked
Other
about
than
shit
paradise.
about living in New Jersey.
I always want to get out. But we always
I don't even
get
talk
out.
shit about living in New Jersey. I talk shit about the people in Jersey.
Oh, that's anywhere you go though. But
Any-
Jersey people
any
suck.
bullshit
man.
ass artists.
Yeah, people are people, man.
And these bullshit ass artists.
It is.
Yeah, these artists, they all think they're whole and shit maybe sometimes, but you know, it's just all about.
But that's
It goes down to people's character. But
like you said though. That's part of the being an
right.
artist. You gotta think you're the best. But
Yeah.
the things you gotta be smart. You can't think you're the best and not listen to things. You gotta be the best and actually be the best.
Yeah.
Only way to really be the best is to take input, listen. We
Yeah.
talked about this before too. I was like, you can learn anything from anybody.
Yeah.
I was sitting in the drive-through in Patterson. I know I told you the story. I was sitting in the drive-through in Patterson for what's the spot that's Checkers. Bro, so I'm at Checkers, right, bro?
That
I'm
shit
literally,
be wild at night.
bro, it's like
Nah, that Checkers ain't safe over there.
no
shit
cap,
over there.
bro. It was like 2 a.m. right? I got my window
no
down. My
cap.
car had no AC at the time. Right, when my girl sweating, dripping hot, bro. Right, we in the drive-through. Crackhead walked by my window, right? He like put his head in my car, basically. Right? He's like,
Yeah, you got
I'm like, yo. And he knows, bro. He looked me in my eyes and he goes, no one really knows as much as they think they do. And then he walked away from me, bro. And I had to look around like, did someone pay this nigga? Yo, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? And he walked away and literally, I drove home that night after the studio, you know what I'm saying? In silence, no music playing because you need that sometimes. Think about that shit. That shit rest. I was like, yo. By the time I go home, I was like, yo. He's right. I was like, yo.
You had it figured out.
This nigga really knows what it is, yo. Like, so again, like that's just to say, like you can learn anything from anyone, bro. And I like to think, even then, I still try to keep that mindset where, like, I don't know as much as I think I know.
Yeah.
Always.
Every day you're gonna learn something new.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's what's great. Not even about being like a person, just being an artist.
Yeah.
And like I said, being surrounded by certain people will definitely push you to do a lot more and be who you are. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So now, when the fuck we getting that video? Because I'm going to push you right on camera and be like,
So you talking right now?
I was thinking.
I was up like 3 days working on that video. So we got.
also, he want that shit to come out more than anybody.
Bro, I'm waiting so I can post a snippet.
I was about to leak the video this morning because he got to send it to me.
I got the computer right here, bro. I can plug a flash drive in this
I had to
bitch.
wait for him to
Okay.
put it up because I was gonna put up a clip too. I ain't gonna lie.
Everyone's gonna drop it on the YouTube.
Fuck it.
I'm thinking like I was honestly gonna do it either this weekend, this week. I wanted the track itself to get enough recognition on SoundCloud and enough likes so where I can know who liked it and make sure they go on like the video as well type shit.
Yeah.
And I guess have like a starter, you know what I'm saying? Like a little starter boost. And on top of that, the proper promotion as well. I'll definitely promote it on Instagram. If anything, I was thinking about making a whole different Instagram just for, like, I was thinking about this like 2 nights ago or last night about making an Instagram for like everybody that does make music in here or comes here, and then that be like the page for their videos.
And just promote everybody's shit.
And at the same time too, it's like if they want invest a certain like amount into that promotion, that can be done as
We can
well.
work something out.
People look at me all the time for promo. I was like 10K now.
Yeah.
And I'm honestly sleep on that bag so hard. It's just like,
Cause
it's a bag. That's what I'm saying. Pluto does that. I know it's a bag, but I'm just like so like, hold on, just post a grand shit on page. I don't even think I did it if I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
there's also shit too where it's like fucking
Even if it's fire.
yeah.
I don't want people to think I did it and they're asking me all the time. I'm like, I need to do that.
Yeah. So now, where do you see your career stepping in the next direction?
Honestly, where I see it going is, how do I put it? I see it going a bunch of different ways at the same time. As like crazy as that sounds, like I see myself having some experience with the industry, but also getting so well connected in the underground where my name can be very well known and solidified in the underground. If that makes any sense. Because as much as the industry gonna make you the bread, the underground is what's gonna hold your name. I feel like, cause like the underground is really slept on.
Yo, no.
Yo, I forgot to ask them for the mix, bro. They're just getting strawberry.
Oh, that.
I guess where I see it going is some good shit.
Because you want like the mix of the industry and the underground type shit.
Yeah, and I guess in the industry type part, my intentions are to one day be a partner in studio with BookZos, or even a continuation of BookZos in a different location. I want to do eventually what he's doing. Because what Zo's doing is fucking crazy, yo. It's like, I feel like a lot of people have been presented with the opportunity to do something here, and I just kind of missed out on it. But it's okay, you know what I'm saying? You live and you learn.
Opportunity is always there.
Yeah.
From my perspective. Like, just because you weren't ready when you were 17 or 20 or whatever, doesn't mean you'll never be ready, man. Just, come see me when you are.
Yeah.
Greatness is made here. If anything, like, you were already great when you came in, you just didn't know it. And it's like,
we'll help you find that greatness deeper inside you.
Hell yeah.
Bring it out of you.
Tell me, bro, I don't know what to do with you. I was like, bro, just draw pictures for me or something.
It was cool with it.
Yeah, he was like, fuck it, nigga, why not? Yeah, literally, bro, I had him come in, he just started drawing like pizzas and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like literally like a pizza with the slices. I remember I was like, oh, you going hard? That shit look fire.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yo, we gonna get you right, bro.
I've ever seen.
No cap, bro, you know how to get my boy right.
No, that's super dope, and I love the connection y'all made. And I love that too, because you said you want to branch off with Zo.
Yeah.
You not gonna shit where you eat. You know what I mean? You're not gonna turn your back on God for, like, hypothetically, you the one who makes it first. You're not gonna sit there and be like, man, Zo, who the fuck is Zo? Who the fuck is Riv? Like, I don't know none of y'all. Like, now I got my own shit.
Yeah, never that.
To be fair, yeah, I'm gonna do that. I think he's gonna leave me wrong, man.
Yeah, he says that all the time.
I say it all the time. I'm
Yeah,
like, bro, I don't need. I'm just content.
Yeah, he
knowing that she's great.
Yeah. No, but like that's even me too. Like, so many people I work with, like, I would never turn my back on nobody who gave me an opportunity and helped me get to where I'm at, because I'll just be looked at as corny now. You know what I mean?
That's a fact. You always gotta be grateful for the opportunity that was given. You know what I mean?
But also, like, at least from my perspective, I don't like to limit people now. I don't want people to feel like they gotta work for me the rest of their life.
Yeah.
I would be way happier if you pass me, you go, you do your own shit, you're a legend, and then you just tell people that I'll work with you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's cool with me. I don't need all the extra shit. Like.
Yeah. So now, speaking of that though, where do you see yourself going? I know you don't like that question. You don't like the whole, oh, I got a plan type thing. But like, in the near future, you got to see this going somewhere else and going a little further. You know what I mean? You got to see this going a little further, right?
I mean, the way I see it, I've always wanted to do kind of like the Chino store where I got multiple locations. So next step, hopefully, I'm trying to buy this building right here and make the whole building like a creative outlet.
Kick them bitch ass good drugs.
Yeah. Shout out the landlord.
But you be blowing my shit.
Yo, wear it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's next step, but like longer term, man, really, I just want to know that I got like 5 to 10 great people in the industry who have made it super far, and they call me sometimes and they're like, yo bro, how you doing, bro? I love you. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want, man. I'm not stressing, like, at the end of the day, like you said earlier, like, it's not that I'm not worried about money, but like, as far as expenses are paid, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so
you want the love and recognition.
Yeah, it's really what it is. And again, like, for me, I would just be, to me, my ultimate goal, if I even get one person to, like, I don't know, for example, win a Grammy or just be respected in the industry, period, to that extent, like, I'll be happy, bro. Like, I'm good right there. Like, seriously.
And you probably want the same shit coming from an engineer, because y'all don't get the credit.
Honestly, I want to start school.
Yeah.
School and teach kids.
Yeah, you know what's crazy? Look, this is the greatest place to do it is any, bro. I want you to help me run the interns, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, bro, like, I want you on them niggas, because, like, I know you like that shit, you're into it, but I like that.
That's why I took this one more seriously.
Yeah, same, bro. That's what I'm saying. You impressed me. I was like, yo.
Y'all really got some great fucking plans, and I really can't wait to see everything unfold.
Yeah. Me too, bro. For real.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I didn't want to like interrupt anything, but bro, we gonna watch this interview 2 years from now, all of us. Everybody like, damn! Looking at where we at from 2 years from now, and then where we were like right here. It's like, it's crazy, because it's like so much has transpired from before up until now. So much will transpire from now until then. It's like we're gonna be doing a lot of things.
So that next interview, we're all gonna be like at a crazy level already.
See, that's why I love what I do, because like I really don't do it for myself. I do it for the love of the music And if I could help one person, like you said,
I see that.
make it, I will be so fucking happy, bro. I say it all the time in my reaction videos. If my channel blows up off one artist, all them artists on my shit blowing up. And that would make me the happiest person in the world.
And that's the true goal.
That's the best feeling in the world, yo.
Mm-hmm. I really just want, because I've seen so much wasted talent. You guys probably have too. Whether it's streets, they just don't want to do it no more, or anything. Wasted talent is horrible, bro. And we was talking about this with the New York artist with the Jay Loud interview. Like, just wasted talent is the downfall of this shit.
It really is. It's fucked up to see too, because you know what I mean. Like, you can tell them 1,000,001 times, but sometimes it's just so caught up, they don't see it themselves, or they just doubt themselves so much, and it's just they waste it, and it's fucked up to see, bro.
It's like we said earlier, bro. It's the focus. Some people just don't have that. Some people just cannot just straight up be like, this is everything I gotta do. I ain't worried about nothing else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like some people just don't do that, or don't have that, or don't like to do that. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. No matter how, like I've learned that more recently, because you know, I've had a lot of interns. I always start with like 10, 11 of them. We always end up with like 3. You know what I'm saying? And it's not me running around firing people. Like it's not even that. Like people just fall through.
Dudes can't do it. They can't follow up.
They think this shit is easy, but like no one said it would be easy.
No
one did. Like,
shit is not easy at all.
Not at all. That's what I'm saying.
And
also
if you think you can get that off
take
here,
that opportunity and utilize it. That's what I was telling one of the interns I was interviewing. Like, you gotta take this opportunity and utilize it to the best of your abilities, because you can just come here and do what you gotta do and then just leave. But at the same time, you're not trying to take in everything and try to learn what are you really getting out of this thing. You just come in and blood.
That's a constant struggle.
You know what I mean? Like, it's
like the students who like you see the greatness. It's so frustrating when you see the greatness in people and they don't see it themselves.
Yeah.
So that's how I was with Chino at first. I was like, bro, does that mean make you the GOAT? Like, please, bro, you're blowing mine. Like for real. So you know, I'm just happy he finally was like, yeah, fuck it, bro, let's get right. You know,
Word up. Now, what else y'all want to tell the people out there?
Fucking shit.
So we need to rip paper off that back one.
Hey man, when we play this back, y'all can see I roll this in like 30 seconds. They're gonna be like, damn.
Like, no merch dropping soon.
Oh yeah.
No music for the guys coming soon.
Word up.
Mad videos. One thing I've been thinking about was
Greatness coming soon.
yeah. I was talking about this shit with the video that we just shot for Impulsive Decisions. What I'm gonna do with every Jersey Club video, or honestly any video from now on, is just showing, I guess, in a sense, a storyline behind it. That's why I did take down a few of my last videos, because I was like, they're cool and though, you know, the visuals, people love them, but I feel like it would even be cooler if there's like a whole story behind it. Like, this one was mainly like just shot here, you know. I want the next one to be on some shit like, I could be leaving here. Like, it starts off me leaving here, walking out on some shit, and leading into somewhere else on some shit. You know what I'm saying?
So every video is going to eventually connect.
Type shit. Exactly what it is. And I was just like, yeah, I'm just trying to be as creative as possible, because that's the best thing about doing this, is you can do whatever you want in a sense. Like, you're so...
You're not limited.
Yeah, you're not limited, that's the word.
Yeah, I'm ready to see all this shit transpire for us.
It's gonna be lit. 2022 gonna end lit.
I'm excited, bro, and I really appreciate y'all for sitting down.
Thank you
for having us, bro.
Of course. Thank you for letting me come up in here. We at BookZo Studios, Wayne, New Jersey. Y'all already know where it is. Hit any of them up to book a session. You want a session, engineering, mix and master, a video,
some flip flops, I got you.
Photoshop,
Some beats,
merch, beats, whatever. Anything, bro. Socks like that. You don't come here for socks.
What time is
that cartoon.
Not for sale, son.
Word up.
Yeah, cartoons.
Anything music-wise you want, come holler at them, bro. They got it all, bro.
Damn.
For real. And I appreciate y'all for letting me come through. But look, man, this is boy B Hill, BraveHEartEnt. We'll catch y'all on the next one.